You know why? Because it's not sexy. Nobody cares about it. And when I was a defense attorney, you know what people would say? That's what they deserve. Why are you trying to make it nice for them at the prison? Why do they have to lift weight at the prison? Why do they need a library at the prison? It's supposed to be all about suffering. That's the way people feel. Do I feel that way? No. I wish people could go to prison, do their time, learn something. Court is calling 2024 CR 009236W and 2022 CR 5859, State versus Thomas Nathaniel Henson. Can I have parties announced for the record? State? Defense?
Attorney Alberto for Mr. Henson, we're ready, Your Honor.
All right. So we're proceeding first with regards to the evading arrest detention with the vehicle.
Sure.
And you're Mr. Thomas Nathaniel Henson?
Sure.
All right, so have both parties reviewed the DDRF MIC evaluation and the TAP evaluation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Any objections, state?
No, Your Honor.
Any objections, defense?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, according to this plea bargain agreement, the state is recommending probation in this case. And you and I had a discussion about life at the jail and at the prison. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so probation, what are you recommending for Mr. Henson?
Judge, as the and mental health evaluation states, we are recommending DDRF. We are recommending DDRF followed by aftercare, the mixed supervision after his release, regular monthly UAs, and sober support meetings.
So DDRF, MIC, and aftercare?
Yes, Judge.
All right, how old are you?
20.
All right, so I am telling you this and I want you to hear me clearly. They don't have the Scared Straight program anymore. When I was growing up, there was always an after-school special. And I remember a Scared Straight program, and one of the guys who was the actor in it was one of the guys from The White Shadow. And so they lined up all of these young boys. They're supposed to be in high school, but back in the day, people are supposed to be playing as high schoolers, and you know, they look like their 20s and their 30s. But they sent them to prison for Scared Straight. And so when they get to the prison, what ends up happening is all the inmates there are trying to scare them straight, saying, this is what happens to you at the prison, right? And the inmate said, do not come back here. Get your life in order. Because if you come back in here, we're not friends, and you're just going to be some other inmate, and whatever happens at the prison happens at the prison. And you know what ended up happening in that after school special? They had, I think, about 6 students to go, right? So one guy doesn't listen. He comes back. And he comes there and he sees the prisoners who are trying to scare him straight. And he's like, hey. And they're like, don't know you. That's prison life. And it'll be nice if you go to prison and people just let you do your time. You don't have to watch your back and nobody's trying to sell you for any products. That would be just great. But in the real world, that's not the way the prison works. That's not the way the jail works. Because sometimes you're at the prison and you know who's at the prison? People who committed murder, people who committed aggravated assault, people who committed sexual assaults. Everybody is at the prison. You understand? And they are not going to be your friends. There's not going to be somebody who's going to look out for you and say, you know what? I'm protecting him. If they do, 9 times out of 10, they're going to want something from you. So I'm going to grant your application, but you had better start taking this seriously, because even though you're young and I consider you a child because of your age, the legal system does not consider you a child. There's always room at the Bexar County Jail. There's always room at the prison because it's for profit. You never hear them saying, oh, the prison's overcrowded. What are we going to do about this? And you know why you don't hear people going to Congress and saying, let's make these prisons better. Let's paint them. This floor is dirty. Let's make sure that's clean. You know why? Because it's not sexy. Nobody cares about it. And when I was a defense attorney, you know what people would say? That's what they deserve. Why are you trying to make it nice for them at the prison? Why do they have to lift weight at the prison? Why do they need a library at the prison? It's supposed to be all about suffering. That's the way people feel. Do I feel that way? No. I wish people could go to prison, do their time, learn something. Maybe like something out of Superman 2, where they put you in the glass and you just float around and learn. But that's not the way it is. So you're going to have to change. And if you don't change and a motion to revoke is filed, you're looking at going to prison. And no amount of your baby face and I'm young and all shucks is going to end up saving you. You understand? And stop with all the tattoos on your face. All right. So in cause number 2024 CR 009236W, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to grant your application. And the court, all right, the box is checked for recommendation of community supervision, but there's no requested punishment. The paperwork is incorrect. So are you all in agreement to deferred adjudication?
Yes.
All right, so if you all want to check that you all agree to deferred adjudication. All right, so in that cause number, I'm going to sentence you to 5 years deferred adjudication. This is run concurrent with 2022 CR 5859. Taking consideration 2024 PF 06107, 2024 PF 06357. There should be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, DDRF, mixed supervision, and followed by aftercare. And there's going to be 90 sober support meetings in 90 days upon release. There's to be no contact with Susie Castaneda. Do you have any children?
No,
That is great. There's to be the defensive driving course. And I say that because you're not ready. You got to work on yourself. And then maybe in the future, you'll be ready to be someone's father. You understand? So until you finish working on yourself, don't go out, try to have children, everything, just 100% concentrated on maintaining your sobriety and getting mental health issues under control, okay? Field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. 200 hours of community service restitution. How far did you go in school?
7th or 8th grade.
All right. I'll weigh 100 hours as he obtains his GED and another 100 hours if you obtain a certificate from trade school. I consider improving yourself a part of community service to the public, okay? Probation, is there anything else? No. What I'm going to do is I'm putting the GED out there. If you don't obtain your GED, which you should, if you don't obtain that, then you're probably going to end up, they're going to have you out there picking up trash along the freeway, which 1 is dangerous and 2 is dirty. So this way you can improve yourself, you understand? And if you have issues with passing your GED, just let probation know and we'll work with you, all right? Probation, anything else? That's all on that. All right. And then, of course, proof of employment within 45 days of release, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yeah.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. And cause number 2022 CR 5859, The defendant previously pled true. The court found it true. Court will deny the motion. Alternate amend conditions to include DDRF, 90 sober meetings in 90 days, place him on the MIC caseload, and aftercare. And this will run concurrent with 2024 CR 009236W. Is there anything else on that case, probation? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. I want you to succeed. Obviously, the state wants you to succeed. That's why they wanted you to be continued. What you do with this chance is completely up to you. You understand? So this is your shot. All right, don't blow it. All right, good luck to you. All right, probation, no application. All right, Deputy, could you move them down to the other end? Court is calling 2024 CR 008210, State of Texas versus Armando Garcia. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
Michael De Leon for Mr. Garcia.
And are you Mr. Armando Garcia?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have you received all discovery?
I have, Your Honor.
Did you review it with your client?
I have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Garcia, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do waive reading, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor. We'll waive count 1, waive count 2, waive count 4. And the repeater. And proceeding on count 3 alone.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the court admonishments and waivers with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with assault on a peace officer as a second-degree felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do believe he's currently competent and legally sane at the time.
Mr. Garcia, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, state is proceeding on count 3. Punishment is to be assessed at 2 years in the prison. There are no applications, and this is the run concurrent with cause number 2022 CR 5698. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea? Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motion?
There have been no such motions, Your Honor.
Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence? Any objection?
We reviewed that, Your Honor. No objection.
And I'm assuming the cause number 5698, he's already been sentenced?
That's correct, Your Honor. That's an MTR. It was heard about a month or 2 ago. He got 2 years PDC on that 3rd degree unlawfully carrying a weapon
Okay.
case.
All right, state, you may be excused. Okay. Did you review the document entitled waiving consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. Court has reviewed the same. The court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Just that we'd asked the court to follow the agreement of 2 years TDC. He has been revoked on his MTR previously for 2 years. Those run together. Plus, he's got about since May of 2024, so about approximately 7 months of jail credit, which we're asking the court to, of course, give him.
All right. Court will follow your agreement, find you guilty, sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2022 CR 5698. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do.
So I didn't want to pursue it or rush anymore to traffic.
All right, so here's the thing. You're responsible for being on time, not your niece. And when you're on probation, you need to make sure you report on time. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you entered a plea on October 15th. According to your plea bargain agreement, you pled to count 2. There's a $1,000 fine to be probated, and the state is recommending deferred adjudication. Have both parties reviewed the PSI report? State? Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections to the PSI report? State? Defense?
No, Your Honor.
Have both parties reviewed the TAP evaluation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections to the TAP evaluation? State?
No
Defense?
objection.
All right, any witnesses? State?
Okay.
Defense, any witnesses?
No, we do have some materials we wanted to provide the court.
All right, any objection to the court reviewing the documents from defense?
These would be character reference letters and the proof of enrollment in services, as well as past enrollment in September during the pendency of this case.
Anything else you wish to say on behalf of your client? Anything else you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, we are asking in the event that you are wanting to order some kind of inpatient treatment, that there be an opportunity for her to handle her affairs if that were the case. All things considered, she is a caretaker to her mother, so we are asking that outpatient treatment be considered if that is within the court's purview.
All right, do you want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
You can lower your hand. Your counsel tells me that you take care of your mother. Are you paid for that?
I'm sorry.
Are you paid for that?
No, I'm not.
All right, does she receive any payment for any type of in-home care?
She does. It's in between the shifts of the home care providers. I will be there with her. So that way if she's 73 years old, so that way if she needs to use the restroom, or if hungry, her medications are for say if somebody calls in on behalf of the care providers, I will sit there until they find somebody to fit in for her.
And these care providers, are their relatives or no?
No,
Right. If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
I probably positive for marijuana, but everything else I should not.
Why are you using marijuana and you know you have to come to court?
Because it does help me medically, with my anxiety, with my back pain, multiple, disabilities. Right now I'm trying to get healthcare. I'm trying to be a psychiatrist, which I've been very strongly working with the Center for Healthcare Services and receiving the services. So I do have an appointment in 2 days so that they can now get me on medication.
All right, if you're going to test positive for something other than marijuana, now's the time to tell me, because I'm going to send you for a UA today.
Probably benzos just, for my anxiety.
Are those prescribed?
No, but they are prescribed in the past.
Yeah, but the benzos that you're using, are those prescribed to you?
They have been in the past. It's just extras that I had at home, in a bottle that I save for days that I do have very bad anxiety.
What else you're gonna test positive for?
There should be nothing more.
All right, so here's my issue with her taking care of her mother. If she is taking benzos, she's saying they're leftover. I don't know if they're leftover. I don't know if I believe that because she told me she would only be positive for marijuana. Now she's going to be positive for something else. My concern is that her mother takes medication, and I don't need anyone taking somebody else's prescribed medication. And she's, from what I read in the police report, in the throes of her addiction. So that's my concern. So I'm not going to allow her to be with her mom unsupervised, period. If you're around your mom and you're unsupervised, that's going to be a problem. You understand?
I do understand.
Now, who is Joe Coronado to you?
Nobody to me. He was an associate of a friend that I knew.
Who is Albert Farias?
That is my cousin. That is a cousin through marriage. The father of my children's cousin.
And do you have any children?
I do.
How many?
I have 3.
What are their ages?
18, 19, and 23.
And who do they stay with?
They are in their own homes. They have their own residential.
You said the state provides.
No, state provides for them. They provide for them. They work, they
All
go
right.
to college.
And do you have any grandchildren?
I do.
What are their ages?
1 month and 2 weeks and 10 months old.
And when's the last time you had employment?
Since 2016.
How do you support yourself?
My father and also my ex-husband still provides for me.
All right, I require everyone to be on probation to have employment.
I'm deemed disabled through psychiatrist of unable to work.
Are you
Due to-
receiving SSI?
I am currently going to my hearing on March of 24th, 2025,
So that's a no.
right?
So what is your diagnosis?
Yesterday when I was at the outpatient, they diagnosed me with bipolar and schizophrenia.
All right. I require everyone to have employment.
Yes, ma'am.
So until you have SSI, and I know you're seeking SSI, but you need to support yourself. If your mother is in her 70s, how old is your father?
My dad is 60, 68, 69.
He shouldn't be supporting you.
I understand.
All right. State, if you have no questions, you're excused.
Thank you. Counsel.
Court is going to sentence you to 4 years deferred adjudication. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. Make sure they test her for levels. And send her to felony drug court for them to do a UA today. And you're telling me those are the only 2 things that you're going to test positive for? I need to hear words.
Yes, ma'am.
Proof of employment or SSI within 90 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors or the elderly. And for the court, elderly is anyone over the age of 60. And LaShawn, I can say that because I'm almost there. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. Oh, thank you. Field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. They are requesting DDRF. We can evaluate her for DDRF, but I'm going to start with MIC placement. And then if for some reason she's not doing well and DDRF says that she meets the criteria, then we'll see about placing her in DDRF. There's going to be 120 sober meetings in 120 days. There's to be no contact with the following persons. Joe Michael Coronado, Albert Renee Farias, Farias, there's to be 200 hours of community service restitution. I'll deduct 100 for parenting. If you ever plan on babysitting your grandchildren, you're not allowed to do that unsupervised until I say so. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Probation. Is there anything else? All right. And there's $1,000 fine probated. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
We can go off the record. In this court, to be successful, communication is key. If for any reason you have an issue, let your probation officer know. If you feel that they're not addressing it, you can always come into court. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good.
She told the court she's a full-time caregiver. But then came the truth. Marijuana, benzos not prescribed, addiction history, and no job since 2016. The judge wasn't convinced. No unsupervised contact with kids, no elderly care, drug court, 4 years deferred, hundreds of sober meetings, community service, strict probation. This wasn't sympathy. It was accountability. So here's the question. Should the court protect family or protect the community first? Drop your thoughts below. Like, share, and follow for real courtroom reality.
State, defense, and are you Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to need to keep your voice up so the court reporter can hear. Counsel, did you receive all of the discovery and review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Did you review the document entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Rodriguez, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams? That's a 3rd-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
In my opinion, he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Judge, that is correct.
Mr. Rodriguez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, the state recommends deferred adjudication. They're taking in consideration 2024 PF 06020. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Judge.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 4 years. There be a TAP evaluation and 200 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand that those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
No objection.
All right, state, you may be excused. All right. And do you have the dismissal for me?
Your Honor, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the waiver and consent to stipulations with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Your Honor, I wanted to speak with the court about that. We're not requesting a PSI, but obviously I believe the court's gonna request a TAP evaluation.
Mhm.
We're okay with proceeding with sentencing, Judge, if the TAP can go ahead and go through. In advance of that, my client just wishes to be heard on the issue of the TAP evaluation in and out of custody. But I suppose we can cross that bridge when we get there. No objection to proceeding with sentencing.
All right. Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
My son is 7 years old.
And are you in his life?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Is Child Protective Services in your life?
No, ma'am.
So who does your 7-year-old live with?
He lives with the mother of my child,
Okay.
his mama.
So how often have you been using?
Well, I've been using since I was with this. I've been using this drug for about since I was like 21,
And how old are you now?
18 maybe around that age.
And how old are you now?
I'm 29.
All right. Do you have any family in San Antonio?
Yes, ma'am.
Mom, dad, support system?
Yes, ma'am. I have a mom and brothers who don't use.
All right. How far did you go in school?
I graduated.
Why did you start using?
I started using there was the one of the reasons was because I had gotten off my medication and during that duration I was I was trying to get my life back together, but it was going down spiral. And during the midst of that, I ended up using drugs, and I found that drug in particular to be somewhat helpful.
All right. What's your diagnosis?
I suffer from schizophrenia, ADHD, insomnia, and anxiety, severe paranoia.
All right.
Severe anxiety.
And why were you at a motel as opposed to being with one of your family members or living with them?
That was really I was really waiting on an opportunity for this girl to come through. She was supposedly gonna come through, and during that time frame for me waiting, that the situation occurred to where some guy was like, hey, you could stay in my room with me for a little bit because I've seen you waiting out here for a little while. And
Just
so-
a random guy.
Yeah, a random guy, just a random guy. And really, it was like to the point to where I really didn't know him, and it was like he was kind of like I didn't want to be like, nah, I'm good. And one thing led to another.
All right, this is what this court is going to do. Take in consideration 2024 PF 06020, 4 years deferred adjudication, regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be no contact with Andres Tamayo, Christy Brown, Sandra Torres. Just one moment. And no contact with the Budget Inn Motel. At 2717 Roosevelt. We're going to do a MIC evaluation and TAP evaluation in custody. Follow recommendations. Referral to felony drug court in custody. Proof of employment or SSI within 45 days of release. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Regular random UAs. Field visits 1 time per month for 8 months. 200 hours of community service restitution. When's the last time you had any type of employment?
I had employment prior to my arrest. I was working at I was doing like carpentry.
Mhm.
It was a job that I received from a family friend.
All
And
right.
that job opportunity is still available, Your Honor, if the opportunity was. I just wanted to ask you a question. There are some things that I was able to learn upon going to lifetime recovery.
Mhm.
There was some tools and counseling was really something that I was subjected to because it allowed me to become like basically it allowed me to become to get more in tune with myself in a manner. So and understand myself. So one of the things that I've learned that being able to utilize my resources is important to me. Being able to utilize jail job opportunities is important in order for me to continue building a sound foundation.
All right.
Yes, Your Honor, and I think where he's going with that is we just wanted to respectfully ask if the evaluations could be done out of custody. He was in lifetime recovery and successfully completed that. So he is a good jumping off points. And he stated that upon release, he could live at a sober living
Yes,
house with other people that are seeking sobriety to be in a positive environment. So he just wanted to, and myself on his behalf, ask the court respectfully if the evaluations can be done possibly out of custody, knowing that if he does not attend those, that a warrant would readily go out for him.
All right. I understand the request. I've internalized your request, but that is going to be denied. So you will do the evaluations in custody. And the reason why it's going to be in custody, I'm trying to make sure that you're on a good start. Everyone always thinks that they're going to be doing great. But then the minute they get into the real world, they forget about being at the jail and forget about the promises they made. So that's going to be in custody.
Okay.
And I'm going to order parenting classes. And if you complete your parenting classes, which I'm ordering,
Sure.
100 hours of community service restitution will be waived. Another 100 will be waived if he completes, get a certificate in trade school. Field visits 1 time per month for 8 months and no unsupervised contact with minors. And CPS compliance if applicable. Probation, is there anything else? Yes. Is there anything else that you need?
As of now, I think that sounds pretty good to me because considering it is allowing me to build a foundation on being out there in the free.
All right.
So,
All right, good luck to you.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Your
you.
Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just 1 second, excuse me. Did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, sir.
That was
Yes.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. To be successful in this court, communication is key. If there is an issue that you're having and you feel as though probation is not addressing it, you can always come back to the court.
Okay, thank you.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you. Yeah.
He stood in court charged with a felony drug case, admitting years of addiction, schizophrenia, and risky choices. The judge listened, then laid it down. 4 years deferred adjudication, in custody evaluations, drug court, no contact orders, no shortcuts. This wasn't punishment. It was structure. The court didn't ask if he wanted help. It demanded accountability. So here's the question. Should recovery be voluntary or court-ordered when lives are at risk? Drop your thoughts below, like, share, and follow for real courtroom reality.
All right, this is what we're going to do. And I want everyone to hear me clearly with regards to this discovery. I am calling this back, and I'm going to call this back in January. And if you don't have this discovery by this time, then the officer is going to need to be here on this date that I give you. And we'll go through the entire prosecution guide with regards to discovery. So I can give you all the date of the 27th, the 28th, or the 30th.
We do the 30th, Judge.
All right, so we're coming back on discovery on January 30th. And if the discovery, if the officer is not reaching out to you, you haven't heard an answer, or you don't have discovery for the defense attorney, then that officer needs to be here on January 30th.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Once you